another input, another question somewhere? Kindly. Also introduce yourself. Karibu sana.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Good evening once again. Thank you very much for the opportunity to ask a question or to give my comment. But first of all, if I can stand, sorry guys. First of all, I think I want us to get a clarity from your end, Moses, on what exactly are we doing today here? Are we just discussing it? Because as far as I'm concerned, I think this thing was closed on the 27th of May. Are we just discussing to consume? Are we discussing to actually either give a verdict from where we stand on whether we agree with what they've put there as a bill, or what else are we supposed to be doing, or to what gain? You get? I want us to discuss that. Maybe Wakili can also help. But also, I think on this particular issue, the lady you played, the clip, is it Naisenya? I think Naisenya has given us a very good guide. And I think the more we try to dissect and understand further, better than Naisenya, we point or introduce a gray area. She has actually put it very clear that the intention of this bill is particularly for, number one, they want to raise revenue, for sure. The country needs money, and we are not against the country raising their revenue. We need money for a number of things. Number two, we must also not be blind to the fact that there is an end game to this particular bill. They want to access your data illegally, as my friend said, legally. You cannot forcefully access my data illegally or legally. At the end of the day, if they put it as law, then it will not be illegal and it will not be forceful. It will be law. We know the law is on us. So at the end of the day, we can have one bill that protects, or rather one act that protects your privacy. But the same constitution can have another act for apparently different reason altogether that can give access to your data. So this can pass, and there can be that conflict in the constitution. But depending on whatever the case will be when Wakili goes to court, they will quote whichever act they want to quote for that particular purpose. So it's upon us to say, do we agree with it or do we disagree? Because if we let them go, they will actually sail with it. And they're up to something. I can tell you the government is not up to any good. At the end of the game, we have an election coming up. They know what the young men and girls have decided, what they will be doing on the very day of election. So this is something that is being sneaked in to counter you. You have no idea, but they're countering you in advance. And if you don't deal with it now, they will get you on the day of election. So let's be very clear on what's going on. Let's be clear what we want to pass, because personally, I think it is wrong, it is not right, because the main objective is not necessarily the revenue. The main objective is to gag us, to ensure we don't speak when they do wrong, to ensure that we don't actually stop them from carrying out their atrocities. The other thing I'd want to, maybe if I can go back to the other issue that we just talked about, the government is free to raise funds. But we must be very clear on where we stand. Let's not give them space. I would wish, as we go along, please guide us to that direction of actually stating what do we stand for in this bill. Are we for it or against it? Thank you.
Thank you very much. A round of applause. Thank you very much. To react